Hey guys, Chef Kendra here again today. I'm going to show you one of my staples that I make almost weekly when I come home really late. It's super simple to throw together. It's also something you guys told me that you were really interested in when I posted on my Instagram. It's kitchen sink fried rice. All right, so the beautiful thing about this, and I've talked to you guys about this before, it starts with pre-cooked rice. So when I make any kind of grain, whether it's quinoa or amaranth or buckwheat or rice specifically, I always double the amount that I need, so I have some in the fridge. You can always freeze it if you don't use it by the end of the week. So this recipe is one that I make so often because we always have extra rice, and really it's just a matter of taking whatever veggies you have in your fridge, sauteing those up, throw in the rice, add a little bit of soy-free soy sauce or coconut aminos or tamari, and you're done. And that's your dinner, and it's delicious. If you can eat eggs, throw an egg in there. If you have extra chicken, throw the chicken in there. It's a super malleable recipe, but the base of it is just rice and whatever vegetables are in your fridge. Now there is one trick to it. Ginger is something you definitely want in here. It's not going to be the end of the world if you don't have ginger in your fridge and you want to make this dish, but if you do, it really adds a nice extra flavor, that Asian kick that you want. And everyone asks me, how the heck do you peel ginger? Now you can of course use your knife, but you end up cutting so much of it off because there's all these little nooks and crannies. So what I like to do is use a spoon. So you hold the spoon kind of like this between your thumb and the knuckle of your first finger, and all you do is start where there's a cut edge and you start peeling it away. And then that way you can get all the way around these little tiny little things that stick out of the ginger. You're not cutting it off, you're not wasting any of that. So you just peel all of it off, and then you can either use a microplane to get it into like a really fine zested shape, or you can cut it with your knife. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. We're going to do our ginger, and then we're going to mince some garlic. And then truly all I'm going to do is first saute off the veggies. Today in my fridge I had some asparagus, I had green onions and celery and carrots, which is kind of like the trifecta of Asian cooking. And then I had some kale that I wanted to use too. So I'm just going to saute all of that up, along with the ginger and the garlic. And then I'm going to add some coconut aminos because we're able to use coconut in our house. Again, if you aren't able to do coconut, then you can use Ocean's Halo has a no soy sauce that I like a lot. And if you can have soy, then you want to use tamari, go for it. You just want some of that flavor. Or if you don't want to use any of those, just use a little extra olive oil and some salt. Call it a day. I like a lot of ginger flavor and big pieces, so I'm just going to dice this. I mean, the thing about this recipe that I really want you guys to embrace is that it should be easy. It should be something that you can quickly throw together when you get home late, but you don't want to order out and you don't want to eat a bowl of cereal. This is a really great dinner to pop together on the fly. All right, and then everything's all set. We have it all chopped up already. So again, I have carrots, celery, green onion, asparagus, and kale. Just chop it all up in similar sized pieces before you get started, because you don't want to have to be chopping things while you're sauteing. So we have all that done. I'm going to get my pan, I'm going to get my burner and show you guys how to put it together. So we're just going to start by sauteing everything together, all the veggies in this pan. So we've got our carrots, celery, asparagus, green onions, and finally our garlic and ginger. It's just so beautiful, even without doing anything else. I love it. This is going to take a few minutes because you want them to be nice and soft before you add the rice. Really, once you add the rice, you're not going to have the opportunity to cook the vegetables anymore. So make sure they're at the level that you want before you add your rice into the pan. I'm going to add a little salt in there. I've also done this with veggies that are in my fridge that are already cooked, or grilled vegetables or roasted vegetables. So don't think that you have to be married to the exact ingredients in this recipe. If you don't have what is in this pan, you can still make a fried rice with whatever veggies are in your fridge. Cauliflower and broccoli are really, really great. Peas are really awesome. I mean, I've done red peppers, yellow peppers, spinach. I mean, just put whatever vegetable you want in here. All right, these are smelling awesome. They are starting to release a little bit of liquid, which is kind of where I want them to be. Bright, vibrant colors. So now I'm going to add my kale. And then by the time that's done, everything will be perfectly sauteed. We'll be ready to add the rice. It smells so good. The ginger and the garlic are just the best. And I'm cooking this at a pretty decent heat. So, you know, when you're actually at an Asian restaurant, they're using crazy high temperatures and they're using woks to get all of that caramelized action. At home, if you use a medium-high heat on your stove, you are probably going to be just fine that way. You just definitely don't want low heat. That will not be enough. You'll end up steaming your food more than sauteing it. All right, that looks great. So now I'm gonna add some of my rice. And this part's kind of up to you how much rice, like the rice veggie ratio that you have. All right, I think that looks pretty good. And if you want more veggies in this, you could even do like a half and half steamed rice. Half steamed rice, half cauliflower rice actually would be really delicious. And I bet your kids wouldn't even know. Or if you're grain-free or on keto or anything like that, you could do just all cauliflower rice. You just want to make sure not to overcook it so you don't steam the cauliflower as you're trying to saute it. All right, I'm gonna let this hang tight for just a minute. Now, this is the time, if you're going to add eggs or you're going to add chicken or anything else into this, this is when you're gonna add it. If you add an egg, what I would do is make a little nook, crack your egg in there, and then use your spatula to mix it up and then stir it into the rice. That way you don't end up with giant clumps of scrambled egg. It ends up kind of being these perfect little pieces that are all over your rice. Or if you're gonna add another protein that you already have cooked in your fridge, now would be a good time to do that too. You guys, just to verify that this is gonna be delicious, my two chefs that are helping film this right now just said, that smells so good. And I agree with them. I can't wait to eat this. So I'm going to add the coconut aminos. And if you're worried about it sticking in a pan that's metal, that coconut aminos, when you pour it in, or whatever liquid you're using, will help pull it up off the bottom. See how the rice is coming up? All right, so then we're gonna let this saute or cook for another minute or so you can get a nice, delicious caramely flavor from that aminos. And then we are ready. All right, the fried rice is finished. It smells so good in here. I cannot wait to eat it. And I just love making this because it's so easy. And if you have leftovers, it's like the best thing to have the next day. Love it. I'm gonna try it, make sure it doesn't need any more salt. That ginger is so good in here. Super, super delicious. I hope you are inspired to make your own version of kitchen sink fried rice. It's such a delicious staple to have in your back pocket, so you can just toss together a really quick dinner when you need something fast. So for more recipes like this, keep watching my YouTube channel. We have great videos posted, anything from drinks to desserts. They're all allergy adaptable. And be sure to head over to my Instagram page also to see what I'm cooking and eating on a daily basis. So from Chef Kendra and my team here, see you soon.